How you guys doing? Back with another late night discussion. I love these late night discussions because something about these late night discussions, topics just come to you. You start pondering and thinking about things. Um, I'm gonna talk about happiness tonight. Happiness is it's an emotion that a lot of people search for, and you know I feel happiness is something that a lot of people long for. And I feel happiness is something that people look for it in different aspects of life. Some people turn to drugs for happiness. Some people turn to sex for happiness. Some people turn to self pleasure for happiness. Some people turn to excessive spending for happiness. People turn to a lot of different things for happiness. But I feel happiness is an emotion that a lot of people spend their whole life searching for, but they never find it. Because true happiness, I used to believe that true happiness, comes from having a relationship with God. But I realized that don't give you true happiness either. True happiness comes from having a fulfilling life. True happiness comes from having good life experiences that would cultivate a positive self image. I feel that's what true happiness comes from. Uh, Money, material things, the things that people work so hard to obtain, those things give a temporary happiness. Just how alcohol and marijuana give a temporary high. Um, in order for a person to have true happiness, and this is happiness that's not tangible, it cannot be bought. This happiness comes from having a good life. Uh, I saw on Instagram Will Smith was talking about happiness and how he spent his whole life trying to make other people happy. Um, and he was saying that he doesn't bother to go out of his way to make other people happy. He feel that it's better for, and this makes sense. He feel that a person needs to make themselves happy first. And when a person makes themselves happy, two happy individuals can come together and enjoy the happiness in union. And that makes a lot of sense. Um, you can't spend your life trying to make other people happy, um, because it's impossible to make somebody happy. You could try to make a person happy, but a person has to have their own happiness. And true happiness comes from having a good life. The reason why a lot of people are depressed and why a lot of people have to be put on psychiatric medications, a lot of this stuff comes from having a bad traumatic life. A bad traumatic life causes a lack of happiness. And I feel people who run to the church, they're looking for happiness. But I grew up in the church, so I can honestly say that the church don't give you happiness either. If a person experiences a lot of mistreatment, a lot of injustice, constantly crapped on in life, constantly ridiculed, constantly belittled, if a person experiences all of this in life, they are going to be um, a broken individual. They're not going to have happiness. They're going to have despair. They're going to have misery. They're going to have pain. They're going to have agony. They're going to have all of these things. And this is why I say A person got to have a good life in order to have true happiness. Um, I used to believe that money and material things could give you happiness. I will say those things will give you temporary happiness, but they won't give you infinite happiness. To achieve infinite happiness, you got to have a good life. And I feel the people in the world who are truly happy are the people who have good life experiences, are the people who have a lot of goodness in their life. Those are the people who are truly happy in life. Those are the lucky ones. Um, I feel people who've had just a lot of good things happen for them in life. Those are the people that can lay their head down at night and have true peace, have true happiness. When you a person that's been treated bad all of your life, when you a person who's experienced a lot of adversity, there's no way in there's just no way that you could truly have happiness. And I feel that it's a very, especially nowadays, with how crazy the world is, there is a small percentile of people who have true happiness in this world. I believe that most people are are they're secretly unhappy. They're just pretending to be happy. I believe 90% of people are pretending to be happy nowadays. Most people are not truly happy, you know? That's why I say if I could have one wish in life, and I feel that this is greater than money, this is greater than any material thing you could purchase. If there's anything that I wish I could have in my life is good life experiences. If there's one thing that I wish I could have in my life, it's just good solid life experiences. Because people who have good life experiences, those are the people who have true peace. Those are the people that have true joy. Those are the people who wake up in the morning and they have a natural high. They don't need alcohol. They don't need no psychiatric drugs. They don't need none of that because they have the life. They have the good life. They have the good life experience. That's the most important thing to achieve in true happiness. That's why I say a lot of people look for happiness in all the wrong places. You know, I used to believe that praying all day could give you happiness. No, you got to have a good life. You got to have good experiences. And your experiences have to be neutral because everyone has bad experiences. Even the people who have true peace and happiness, those people have bad experiences. It's just that they have an overflow of goodness in their life. See, when you have an overflow of goodness in your life, it outweighs the despair, it outweighs the sadness, it outweighs the pain, the agony, the woes of life. That's the difference between the people who have the happiness and the people who don't. The people who are unhappy, these people have an abundance of hell in their life. I mean, this should be common sense. If you have an abundance of hell in your life, do you truly feel you're going to be happy in life? I doubt it. A person who's been bullied all their life, treated just terrible all their life. I mean, do you really think a person like that is going to have true peace and happiness? You know? And I feel until a person has an overflow of goodness instead of an overflow of hell in their life, that's when they'll have true happiness. That's when they'll have that true peace and that true joy. Because I believe this is secretly what everyone longs for. That true inner peace. And that's what a lot of people are searching for. But a lot of people don't understand that true happiness comes from having good experiences in your life. You know, you have to have more good than bad in your life. You can't have all hell in your life and little goodness in your life and expect to have happiness and peace. It's just not going to happen. But this has been tonight's discussion. Now you guys can leave your feedback, and I'll be talking to you guys soon. Because happiness is something that a lot of people want, and a lot of people are searching for it, but a lot of people just ain't gonna get it. But you guys have a good night. Speak to you soon.